Hello, this is Prashant from Thatam Gaming. This year there are lots of games on the lineup to get excited about, like Forza Motorsport 8, Horizon 5 expansion pack, Grid Legends, and the new Need for Speed games. But the one game that I'm excited about is Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Most people think that Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is just a mixture of GTA 5 and Horizon 5, but I'm here to prove you all wrong. And I will tell you the reason to buy Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown on the first day of its release. Now before we get into this video further, the likes target for this video is just 200. If you can hit the like button, then I will dance for you. So let's get into this video and talk about the maps. Test Drive games are usually set on islands. Test Drive 1 was set in Oahu, Hawaii Island, whereas Test Drive 2 has Ibiza Island map, with Oahu, Hawaii Island as a second map. Each island has both asphalt roads and off-road routes. And believe me, these maps were enormous and it will take you multiple days to explore these maps. Whereas the brand new Solar Crown game keeps the DNA from the first two games and revamp it for the modern era. This game is set on the Hong Kong Island map, which is not big as the maps from the previous games. Oh, now you may feel that this is the negative point of this game. But believe me, it's not the one, because maps from the previous games are very big but not very dense. Most of the surrounding in the previous game is just trees and with occasional buildings here and there. So now with a smaller map, I bet that we'll be seeing a lot of more details, more buildings and better sceneries. And as per the latest news, this new Solar Crown game will get the whole new Hong Kong map rather than just an island, which means this map is going to be bigger than a map of Ibiza. So now let's talk about my second favorite thing, and that is buildings. The best thing about building in Test Drive games is that they are not just buildings. In the Test Drive franchise, you can enter them and each building serves its own purpose. For example, if you want to buy a car, you can go to a dealership or a car company. If you want to buy a house, you can go to estate agent. If you want to change the look of a character, you can go to a barber or saloon. Do you know, you can also make money by visiting casinos, and you can also play slot games to win a car. From the trailer of the game, it is already confirmed that we will be seeing crazy nightclubs in this game. So now it's enough of this building gaga. Let's talk about what cars are we driving in the Solar Crown. As per the latest info updated on the Steam, we will be seeing Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsche, Koenigsegg, Apollos, BMWs and Bugattis in this game. Some of the car manufacturers that collaborated with this franchise are Audi and Bentley. So yeah, we'll be having a decent list of cars in this game, which will grow bigger in each update. As per the latest update, we may not be able to customize the cars, or we may have only limited option for the same. Lack of customization doesn't mean that this game is going to have a fewer features. One thing 3D games are famous for are convertible cars. Sadly, Forza games got so much praise for the convertible cars, but do you know, Test Drive has been doing it since 2006. On top of that, in TDU games, you can get chased by police, or even you can become a police officer in this game. You can also get blinking indicator in the cars, which means you can control the indicator and even windows of the car in this game, which will give a realistic feel to the game. So if you like quirky features in the game, then definitely TDU game is for you. Now we have covered the maps, the casinos, the cars and the features. But what the point in all if we are not covering the storyline? So now let's talk about the storyline. When it comes to the storyline, this Solar Crown game seems to be different from the previous two games. The Solar Crown is all about classic cars versus street cars, which are two different car clubs, as the classic cars seem to be sophisticated, sensible with black luxurious touch, whereas the street one will be the set apart from the crowd with quirky car colors which represent the underground street culture. Anyways, we may see the intense competition of these two clubs on the streets of Hong Kong to become the winner of the Solar Crown Cup, which we have not seen in the previous franchise. This game is all going to have a cheesy and sexy cutscenes as we have seen in the trailer. Do you know guys, I'm also looking forward to the storyline, and I would love to see the characters we'll be introduced to, because without characters there is no story. Do you know Andrew Sullivan, Miami Harris and Marco Luzzini are making their way to this franchise. So now we come to an end of this video. Let's talk about the availability of this game. The Solar Crown website stated that this game will be available to the public by the end of September. That's interesting, which is not that long away. I know that many fans are waiting for this moment for the last 11 years, and definitely this news is going to be a treat for them. Do you know guys, this game will be available on all the consoles, no matter what consoles you have. It is not like GT7 franchise, which is only for PlayStation, or the Horizon 5, which is exclusive for Xbox and PC. This game will also be available on Nintendo Switch. The Solar Crown is the only racing game that supports all the consoles available on the market. So now guys, these are the few reasons that will entice you to buy a test drive unlimited Solar Crown on the first day of its release. So now it's sad that we come to an end of this video. If you want to see more videos like this, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching this video.